Most movie stars have a secret life that begins once the camera stops rolling. You might see them winning awards on the big screen, while they're actually living a double life. These famous actors are world-class musicians who could have toured the world without ever acting in a single movie. Here are 10 actors who are shockingly good musicians. 10. Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon is famous for being very intense in movies like Man of Steel, but his first real passion was actually music. He was a lonely kid in Kentucky who spent all his time listening to tapes and learning how to play instruments. When he was a teenager, he played the bass guitar in a band with a very weird name called the Jehovah's Suspects. He even wrote a song about an armadillo with a hard shell that he still plays for fans today.
Armadillo with the hard shell.
In the year 2002, he acted in a play about a messy band and liked his co-stars so much, they started a real group called Corporal. He takes photos for the albums on his cell phone and writes all the lyrics himself. Did you know he once got caught eating all the pizza in a green room before a show? He says singing in front of a big crowd feels like a religious experience for him. He even toured recently to play old songs, and the real bass player from the band joined him on stage. 9. Maya Hawke. Maya Hawke is a huge star in the show Stranger Things, but she was writing soft folk music in her bedroom for years.
Lucy wants to write the next great American novel.
She released her first songs by accident after she became famous for her acting roles. Her first album was called Blush, and it's filled with secret messages to the people in her real life. She once wrote a song for her father, Ethan Hawke, before she lied to him and felt very bad about it. Her newest music is even deeper and more mysterious. She wrote a song called Dark because she was terrified she would stop breathing and die in her sleep. She even wrote a song about her brother when he was at college because she wanted to feel the same kind of joy he was having. Maya says she likes stealing ideas from other artists to make her own art better. 8. Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner is a massive legend who loves Western movies, but he started in a band way back in 1985. His group Roving Boy was so good they actually had a #1 hit in Japan called The Simple Truth.
I'm looking for an emerald in the hobo jungle.
He stopped playing for 20 years because he got too famous for movies. But in 2007, his wife told him he should start a new band called Modern West. They went on a big tour and played for thousands of fans at NASCAR races. But tragedy struck in 2009 when they were waiting to go on stage in Canada. A massive storm hit and the stage collapsed, which killed one person and hurt many others. Kevin was so upset that he auctioned off a dinner with himself for $41,000 to help the family of a woman who died. He even sold 2 of his own guitars to raise money for her sons. He's a real hero in both movies and music. 7. Jack Black. Jack Black is the king of comedy, but he's also a Grammy-winning rock star. He started the band Tenacious D with his best friend Kyle Gass in the year 1994. When they first met in a theater group, Kyle actually hated Jack because he was scared Jack would steal his spot as the main musician. But they became friends while climbing a huge hill in Scotland and bonded over music. Jack didn't know how to play guitar yet, so Kyle taught him in a very strange way. Jack had to buy Kyle fast food from a place called Jack in the Box in exchange for guitar lessons. They wrote their first big hit song called Tribute because they wanted to write the best song in the world. They even won a Grammy in 2014 for a heavy metal song. But the band had to stop in 2024 because of a very bad joke Kyle made about Donald Trump on stage. They're on a break now, but fans are hoping they'll come back very soon. 6. Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane created the show Family Guy.
God, this is Surfing Bird by the Trashmen. This is my favorite song of all time!
But he really wants to be a classic jazz singer. He's released 9 albums and has a voice that sounds just like Frank Sinatra. He's very serious about his music and trained with an old couple in their 90s. These teachers were the same people who coached Sinatra many years ago. He even used a special microphone from a museum that once belonged to Sinatra to make his music sound perfect. He loves the old days so much that he bought the entire music library that Sinatra used for his shows. Seth has been nominated for 5 Grammy Awards and has performed with the best orchestras in the world. He even puts old jazz songs in his sci-fi show called The Orville because he wants young people to hear them. 5. Zooey Deschanel. Zooey Deschanel is a very talented actress, but she was a secret songwriter for a long time. She started a band called She and Him in 2006 with a musician named M. Ward. He heard her sing in the movie Elf and was shocked that she was not a professional singer yet. Zoe had hundreds of home recordings, but she was too shy to show them to anyone. She finally sent them to him, and they started making music together over email. Their first album was a huge hit and was even named the best album of the year by a magazine. Zoe plays the piano and the ukulele and the tambourine during her shows. She says music is much more personal than acting because the songs come directly from her own soul. 4. Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling is a huge movie star today, but he once had a very spooky rock band called Dead Man's Bones. He started the band with his friend Zach Shields after they realized they both loved ghosts and monsters. Ryan's family actually moved out of a house when he was a kid because they thought it was haunted. Zach was even put in therapy because he would not stop talking about ghosts. They taught themselves how to play all the instruments for their album, like the cello and the piano. They even used a children's choir to sing about monsters on every track. When they went on tour, they didn't have regular opening acts. Instead, they held local talent shows before every concert and invited kids to sing with them on stage. Ryan used the name Baby Goose when he performed in the band. Fans still hope he will make more spooky music one day. 3. Jared Leto. Jared Leto is an Oscar winner, but his band 30 Seconds to Mars is massive around the world. He started the band with his brother Shannon in 1998. At first, he would not let anyone mention his acting because he wanted the band to be successful on its own, but things got very scary in 2008 when their record label sued them for $30 million. The label said they broke their contract and Jared was almost bankrupt. He even made a movie about the drama to show fans the truth. They eventually won the fight and became bigger than ever. They even set a Guinness World Record for playing over 300 shows on just one tour. Jared uses a special custom guitar called Artemis that has secret symbols on it. He says he would play music for free because he loves it so much. 2. Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is a legend who can act and sing better than almost anyone. He won an Oscar for playing Ray Charles, but he was a real piano star first. His grandmother made him practice piano for 1 hour every single day when he was only 5 years old. He was so good that he led the choir and played piano at his church when he was only 15. He even got a scholarship to study classical music and composition in college. Jamie had a huge hit with the song Gold Digger after Kanye West saw him playing Ray Charles in a movie. He's one of the only people in the world who has won an Oscar and had a #1 song at the same time. He says music is his soul and not just a side job. He's won many Grammys and sold millions of albums because he's a true musician. 1. Donald Glover. Donald Glover is a creative genius who created the show Atlanta, but his music career is just as big. He uses the name Childish Gambino, which he found using a name generator on the internet. He has a degree in writing, which helps him tell stories in his songs. When he recorded his second album, he rented a massive mansion from a basketball star and called it the Temple. He had very strict rules for everyone there, like no shoes and no social media allowed. He even wrote a huge screenplay for his fans to read while they listened to the music. His song This Is America was a massive hit and won 4 Grammy Awards. He was the first hip-hop artist ever to win the award for Record of the Year. He says he's going to retire his music name soon, so fans are waiting for his final project. Did any of these musical secrets shock you? These famous stars show us that real creativity has no limits, and you can be a master of many different things if you work hard enough.